Hey, MHIC here with their very first video, which is an airsoft gun review. Today we will be showing everybody the Classic Army Sportline Edition Scar L. I got this thing 2 days ago. Overall, it's a good gun, shoots well. First thing was, you mess with it a little bit, you know, everybody does that. Yeah, charging handle. Plopped it back, cover on it, got stuck halfway, went to try to plop it back again, try to catch it and bring it forward, went all the way back. Somewhere in here, I mean, happens to you, send it back. I'm not too worried about it. I waited 8 weeks for the gun. It was out of stock. I mean, so I'm not going to send it back. But overall, it's just your normal Classic Army Scar. As you can see, I'm a fairly big person. Not bad for us bigger players. Let's get down to the basics of it. We'll start from the front and end up with the rear, which everybody says is the coolest part of the Scar. So, save the best for last. Start up here with the orange flash hider. It's a piece of shit. Glued on.
Looks like it's yellow.
It's like a yellow. It's glued on, can't screw it off or anything.
Spray paint it.
I'm going to spray paint it like Harley behind the camera today just said. I don't know if you can see right here. Can we get a close-up on that, Harley? There's like a trim right around here.
Yes.
I'm going to spray paint up to there on it, put a little tape on it, spray paint up to here. That way I still have my orange. Say I go to an arena, an indoor arena, I still have that. But really, I could care less because I play with my friends outside. Moving back. Totally full metal barrel on the inside, full metal right up in here where your front sight is, which is a flip up sight, by the way. You just need to press the button when you flip it up. There you go. Full metal, not going to break on you. A little bit wiggly, but you know, you'll have that. It's just a sight. Really not going to do anything. Drop it down. Tack rails, you got 4 of them on here. Bottom, sides, full metal. I mean, which I love full metal tactical rails because my one gun, running with it, forward grip, flew right off. Come to the top rail. ABS plastic, durable, very, very durable gun. Coming more back, we got the charging handle, which I already told you about. That's all it does. You can see it opens up some in here just for the real look of it.
And there's your hop up right in there.
Yeah, this will get to your hop up and stuff. This blue, it's very different. You'll see mainly of them will be silver or black or like a clear plastic.
It almost looks like it has a shotgun shell in there.
Yeah, it looks like a shotgun shell. You'll see. That's not an upgraded gun. It's not a refurbished gun. That's standard with Classic Army.
And how much did you pay for this?
Overall, I paid around $206 with this gun after shipping, which is not a bad gun for not a bad price for a Classic Army gun. Some Classic Army guns you'll be paying $500–600 for. This is what I would get. Anyway, back to the video.
I only say, like, if you're paying, I mean, if you're paying $500 for a gun, you're overpaying.
Just go buy a real gun.
The main price that I would never pay over $200 or $200 really.
This gun says it markets at $189.99, but after everything.
It was a newer gun, wasn't it?
Yes, a brand new gun. It came onto the market a year and a half ago. Fairly new.
Yeah.
I bought it off airsplat.com. Highly recommend going there and checking it out. Buy all my guns from there.
We'll have a link and an annotation on the screen right now.
To get this very gun. Anyway, back to the video. Sidetrack there. Magwell. It's all plastic. I told you, thick ABS plastic. Full metal gearbox. Many people love that, and it adds a lot of weight to the gun. Speaking of the weight of this gun, it is the actual weight of a Scar L.
It's pretty heavy for being all plastic on the outside.
We have a 1M. We have this Echo 1 M4. This thing's heavier than the full metal Echo 1 M4, which is kind of shocking because it's just the way this thing is built. It does not seem like it would be. Okay, this gun is fully ambidextrous. I mean, you have your selector switch here, come around, selector switch works on both sides. Fully ambidextrous mag release, as you can see. I'll push it on the other side, it'll move over here. I mean, you can push it over here, it'll still drop the magazine the same way. Charging handle, you can switch around, which many people do like, is that adds more of a stylistic to the gun. I mean, sounds pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. We'll switch over to the magazine real quick. I have BBs in it. It holds 400.
It's a classic M4.
Classic M4. Here, we'll get the other classic M4 magazine we have out here.
No spoilers.
Classic M4. This is coming straight from an M4. You can see same exact thing. I mean, I would have no problem going out right now, put this in my gun and playing.
And the reason why they do that is so you can easily switch mags with somebody.
And you don't have to go out somewhere and specially order this. It's a great thing about Classic Army. They're not basically trying to make you spend money, which all companies do in their own way, but Classic Army, they want you to have fun and not spend too much. I highly recommend Classic Army. Anyway, back to their magazine they send you. Full metal, as you can hear the BBs rattling around. Does not come up with a wind-up key. I was pretty mad about that.
Yeah,
that's a downfall. Every magazine you buy, if it's not a low cap, like just straight mid cap or whatever you want to call it, make sure it has a wind-up key. Because this, it'll break somehow, slows down your reload wind-up key, put it on your dog tags. I mean, you'll move like crazy. Other than that, it just says Classic Army on it. Nothing really special. Tan. 400. Back to the gun. The good part. Moving back a little bit more, trigger, which I just realized is metal. Kind of nice about that. You won't break on you. This gun is not going to like crack in half on you, or some people say will happen. On the left side of it, you have the FN Herstal Scar L caliber 6mm, which is just your bullet size. Fully licensed by FN Herstal, meaning
more realistic.
More realistic for the player out there who wants to be the real deal.
Authentic.
Authentic. Thank you.
Mhm.
This is why we have him here.
Yeah. You need like an old sophisticated man to explain this stuff to you.
Inside jokes about the old drunks. Over here we have the Classic Army made in Hong Kong. I wish they did not put the made in Hong Kong. That's the only downfall I see of this, besides this right here. This really pissed me off. Anyway, coming back up to the top, you have your flip upside, nothing special. It says it's adjustable. This is shit. This literally, I mean, fucking, it's a piece of shit. Does nothing. I mean,
that sight is way, like, this sight is like,
push the button in.
yeah, I know, I'm not trying to flip it up, but
Okay.
This sight is huge. This is about the size.
Oh,
I
here,
could probably,
wait,
I could probably shove
why don't
my.
we just do a view?
I could
Yeah,
shove
don't
my
say it,
thumb
don't
through
say
there.
it. Okay, that's what you were gonna say. Now try to look through there. I don't even think you could.
Like, that's how big the sight is, and it's about as big as, like, you have to put a needle through there to see.
This thing, I mean, here, wait, we'll just compare it. Put up my nail next to it. That's the sight. I mean, you just take like your normal.
The camera can see better through it than
Here,
my
we'll
eye.
put a phone up next to it. Take a look at that. That's a camera on a phone. I mean, that just shows you how small it is. You have an iPhone, put it up next to it, and just take a look how small that is. It's tiny. This is removable, so say with this really long rail, which is nice about the Scars, you can put your red dot with a magnification, just a straight magnification, or an ACOG, and then a night vision up here if you're playing at night, which...
Or you could put your flashlight on the side.
You have all these rails and stuff. You can do whatever the hell you want. Most people will get the grenade attachment for this, which I probably will look into, but more than likely will not get because...
They're shit.
Yeah, pretty much. They're shotguns. Unless you get the good one, which shoots a couple of times. If I find that, I'll probably get that.
Now, what do you recommend for this gun? Like...
Bullet-wise?
No. Well, yeah, that is probably .20, right?
.20, I'm going to get my .25s out, which I have not used since I had a sniper rifle. But probably use this in here because this thing has some power. It'll drop your FPS a little bit, but you know what?
There is a black version of this, isn't there?
There is, as a matter of fact, a black version of this. I know we're sidetracking a lot, but that's just what we do. We just bullshit the entire time, people. The black version, it looks nice. The only reason I did not get it because when you hear Scar,
Classic.
you think of tan.
Classic, yeah.
Exactly. Classic Army, you think of a tan rifle like this.
Alright, go to the buttstock.
Getting to the butt. Oh, a couple more things. You have your sling mount here, yeah, a bunch of bullshit. Da 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 da. Now to the buttstock. First thing you'll notice about the buttstock has your adjustable cheek rest. Only 2 positions, which is kind of sad. I wish it had 3. Like that middle one, like right here, where you could lock it in, but no, it only goes all the way up. That's what I usually leave it up as a bigger player. Coming back to the buttstock.
Alright, so we have Billy Bob up there. How many rounds are you going to shoot?
I'm gonna shoot
3.
shoot a couple semi. That's usually boring. Then we're just gonna switch to full auto and rape Billy Bob up there.
Try to cut Billy Bob in half. Okay, shoot 3 rounds semi, and then cut him in half. Alright, let's go check the damage.
Checking dust damage. Pretty accurate. I mean...
Okay, where'd you hit him?
I got 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here.
Oh, you hit him in his big, stupid buck teeth.
Okay.
Now we're going to rip him apart. I'm going to get some action on this one.
Hey, Harley, we got a guy up there with something, too. Good.
Damage assessment. So there's Billy Bob. He put you cut his jaw up. He's
Fucked up. That's what.
yeah.
It is.
He's fucked up. So let's take this down